This is a brief commentary on Brother Derrin-Sen's excellent advice from the TerraCore Alliance Terran Communication Center website. Questions from our correspondent, 18th of October 2008. And this message is from September 28th, 2008. By Brother Derrin-Sen with his excellent advice. He states, I will say that the ideals that govern the Alliance, the Confederation, and other socially and ethically advanced groups have been proven to be inapplicable in the present state of affairs on Earth. Although not formally declared so by the Alliance, it is increasingly being recognized that business as usual will not work here because of hundreds of years of Omegan activity that has shaped and guided your development. Many years ago, Friedrich von Schiller wrote in Wilhelm Tell, Es kann der Frost nicht im Frieden bleiben, wenn es dem Bösen Nachbar nicht gefällt. Sorry if I butchered that. I'm not German. This translated to, the gentlest man cannot live in peace if it does not please his wicked neighbor. Light, love, brotherhood, peace, and spiritual awareness can apply only when the prevailing conditions are not intractably hostile to them. The reality of Earth is that you have been thoroughly conditioned against them. You can see it across your world. Hatred, violence, killing, and constant warfare are the standard operation on Earth. You are among those who are aware of the forces that maintain the status quo for their own ends, and the purpose behind it. The eternal ideals of light, love, brotherhood, peace, and spiritual awareness will never change or fade away, but like seeds, they require fertile soil in which to take root, grow, and blossom. As long as your world is not in charge of its own destiny, the seeds will be strewn on rocks. The Alliance is here to bring about the changes that are required in order to free you from the malign influence. We do not expect a rapid end to that influence, nor should you. We are committed to the long struggle, knowing that we will be victorious because we must. As past messages have revealed, there is more at stake here than Earth's fate. This is not to say that your future is not of itself a more than sufficient reason, but it is not the only reason. Then he comments on the New Age. The concept of the New Age, an era of enlightenment, growth, and societal evolution, was in the beginning a noble idea. However, in the 20 years since his words were written, it has become apparent that what began as a bold adventure has been co-opted and corrupted by fanatics, charlatans, profiteers, and lunatics. The New Age is now synonymous with the far fringe of society, with the Shirley MacLaines and Raelians and 2012 cultists. Whatever good it might have brought has been permanently lost. It is time to move on. There is nothing equivalent to replace the New Age, but the likelihood that anything similar would be effective is indeed remote. The only advice we can offer at this time to the people of your world is to strive for goodness and excellence in your own lives, and leave the big picture to those equipped to deal with it. By all means, keep light, love, brotherhood, peace, and spiritual awareness in mind, but understand that your world is under the control of a force to whom those things are antithetical. You can apply them in your own lives to the extent that is possible, but don't expect your people to embrace them until they are free from the iron grip of Omegan tyranny. Philus Derrin-Sen. I would like to thank Brother Derrin-Sen for that advice. I appreciate it very much, and I hope it helps many other people to live better lives. I especially like this quote that Brother Derrin says, you can apply them in your own lives to the extent that is possible. And for me, since I am helping out the W56, who are my friends and good friends, the CTRs interfere, as Bruno Samosisia said in the book Mass Contacts by Russia. It says the CTRs were altering documents, changing memories, even wiping out somebody's memories, injecting wrong feelings, and against Confederation conductees. And the Confederation told Bruno and others helping him that a firm will is what defends against it. And in my opinion, also the teachings of Jesus, as Brother Bob had recommended, and I found especially the Sermon on the Mount. For instance, it does not have to be CTRs, it can be anything evil that happens against anyone. They can forgive, and when they forgive, God will also forgive their sins, as it says in Sermon on the Mount. So in effect, you can use evil to your advantage, because if evil happens to you, you can use the situation to forgive, and God will forgive your sins. So even though no one is perfect but God, but by using the evil to your advantage in this way, you can have perfect karma. So it's useful. Also, Jesus says that if you try your best and you're persecuted, the kingdom of heaven is theirs. And to me, the kingdom of heaven is a world similar to Buck Nelson's in Confederation worlds. Also, in Mark 11, it says, when you pray, first forgive and then pray. And I find that very useful with using that Sermon on the Mount, by using evil to your advantage so you can make it into higher worlds, and forgiving others so your karma is cleaned, and when your karma is cleaned, God will be more likely to answer your prayers. So you can use evil in that way and apply it to the extent possible in your own life to live a better life. And I think by following the teachings of Jesus, it helps also the deep cover operatives, deep cover alliance and Confederation operatives in the governments, because when you forgive evil, you're not doing anything bad. You're just using it to your advantage, so you don't cause any problems. So it makes it a little bit easier for the deep cover Confederation and alliance operatives to do their work. And I also find that it's, as Brother Bob recommends, that teachings of Jesus are the one thing people can do, and leave the big picture to the pros. And that also, when people sincerely follow the teachings of Jesus, the Confederation has registering discs so they can read the thoughts of the people that are sincere, and they help them out and help out their prayers because they read their thoughts, either by influencing the person's subconscious from a distance with their technology, or they may send an undercover agent to help out, or they may do both. And in this way, they encourage morality in society. And I find the Alliance and the Confederation are like yin and yang. They're both important. The Confederation helps out people to be more moral, while the Alliance physically removes the evil groups like the Amigans on the planet. So, removing evil on the planet and encouraging morality is mutually beneficial. Hence my theory of yin and yang. And I like both groups. And thank you.